Do you think your style of entertainment has affected your brand endorsements?
I don't care. I don't care. Me, I'm making a lot of money. Yeah. My style of entertainment has increased my income. It has increased my brand endorsements. Yeah, I'm working with bigger. And what I want to tell you, McKenna, is you see, with all there are people who play parts in the lives of artists, and the bigger part is the corporates. But also corporates must also get to a point where they realize the value that we give them, and they cannot dictate our style of entertainment or how we deliver our entertainment. They cannot, because mimi tofauti na bien tofauti na OG tofauti na Willy Paul, mimi na Mulama tofauti, yeah. OG, bien, the only difference between me and OG na bien ni mimi ni big kwa shinda. I'm bigger than all of them. But otherwise, kila mtu anafanya style yake. Yeah. You have to appreciate that. Yeah. So if I stop doing what I do, then we stop having Eric Omondi. That is why he's Eric Omondi. Eric Omondi, hivyo ndio Eric Omondi. Na lazima mumpende hivyo. Siku nenda stop kufanya hizo vitu, mtaboeka sana. Watu wataanza kufanya hata attack hapa. Watu na stress.
Because you make us laugh.
They make you laugh. Whatever crazy Kena does, that's crazy Kena. So imagine niamke leo nianze kufanya kama crazy Kena, ama Flako anze kufanya kama mimi. So we are different.
So kuna yenye me pull out as in after Solians, like, you know, sasa hizi, let's be honest, watu wanasema like that, those are opinions and people are entitled to their opinions. Yes. That umeenda the negative way sahi, you know, niko umejisahau, niko umejipoteza. So are there like brand endorsements ama companies zenye zime pull out sasa from people's opinions?
You see, please quote this, Mpasho. The biggest corporate in the world is God. The biggest CEO in the world ni Mungu. Huyo ndio CEO wa CEO wote. He's the biggest corporate. He's running the biggest corporation. It's called Life. And he as a CEO anadetermine nini na happen kwa kampuni yake inaitwa Life. Yeah. So Eric Omondi has lost a lot of endorsements. But Eric Omondi has gained a lot of endorsements. Okay. You're getting? Yeah. And tell me one person in Kenya who has more endorsements than Eric Omondi. Hakuna. So, for as much as we respect corporates, they have to respect our art, or rather have to respect art. Yeah? And at the end of the day, hii kitu ni talent. Si ndumba, nimepewa na Mungu. And I think Eric Omondi evolves. Eric Omondi metamorphosizes. Eric Omondi rebrands. Eric Omondi keeps growing and changing, and that's why he's still here, and he'll be here 40 years from now. Yeah. Because I'm not boring, I'm not predictable. So I move. Wewe ukibaki unabaki. Eric Omondi will never go down. He will never lack. I will never. Mimi ni mtu niko close na Mungu wangu. I will never lack. I will never know shame. My things will never. Everything I touch will always turn into gold. So ukifika niko negative, shauri yako. Eric anaenda tu hivyo. Hakuna sikotenda hivi. So mimi naenda, but you see, Kenyan artists must stop being predictable and boring. And this has been my issue, McKenna, with the entire entertainment industry. Otile, Calligraph, Sauti Soul, they are very talented, but they are boring. And nimekuambia kitu, because you look at Tanzania, and I'll keep saying this, showbiz, usitoe tu ngoma. Entertainers. And I don't want, stop calling it clout. It's creative. It's creation of conversation and talkability towards your product. Niko na wife material. What am I doing to ensure that everybody, the biggest show in East Africa right now ni wife material. Ukubali ukatae. Hakuna Tanzania, Uganda hata wafanyangi anything. You know why? Because Eric Omondi has understood that I have a product called wife material, and therefore I have to ensure that it has talkability, it has conversation and viewership. So whatever I do around the storm I create around it, what you people call clout, that is creative. Because mimi nafanya munaongea nini wote in a trend. Me I'm making money. That is the work of a creative. Yeah? And so I'm calling upon artists, especially musicians. They are more talented than Jamaicans, they are more talented than Tanzanians, but they are boring, McKenna. I've never seen a boring industry come a Kenyan industry. They only come second to Uganda. Uganda is the most boring, followed by Kenya. Yeah. Makena, I started saying this last year, and this year people must by force. Nimesikia Delvin anatoa album. Delvin Mudigi, huyu wa Sauti Sol. Na alitoa ngoma hapo inaitwa Balance. Ngoma noma sana. Itafika point nita demand that before msanii mkubwa atoe ngoma lazima tuisikie. Ama lazima nisikie. Ndio wanatuaibisha. Ndio tuwapatie advice. Kama hii ngoma wanataka iende mpaka Tanzania, iende mpaka Nigeria. Do this. Stop being boring. Hiyo ndio shida yangu. Watu wana bore yani.
Sawa. So, Eric, do you ever get hurt by the hata usema story ya Kubo sasa, like personally, because you're ever laughing, you're ever like so energized. Do you ever get hurt? Because saizi unajua everyone talks whatever they want to you because they think you're too strong. You know, they forget you're also human, man.
I think I'm the most trolled artist in
You
Kenya.
actually are.
Yes.
Do you ever get hurt at some point? Honestly.
Let me tell you, Makena. The day people stop talking about you is the day you start dying slowly. And the day, specifically and especially the day people stop talking shit about you, umeisha. So every time I go online and I see people, Eric Omondi is no longer funny. Eric Omondi is a cloud chaser. Eric Omondi is a cross-dresser. Eric Omondi is gay. Eric Omondi is a thief. Eric Omondi is a liar. Eric Omondi has a big dick. Eric Omondi has a small dick. Eric Omondi can... Eric Omondi... The key word is Eric freaking Omondi.
And that is you.
That is Eric Omondi. Talkability converts to money. That's the generation we are living in. Are we talking about you? You are making money. Are we not talking about you? You are not making money. My auntie called me and told me last week she's very concerned. My mom's sister.
Yeah, because
She was like, Eric, it's too much as a what? You are everywhere. It's too much exposure. You are everywhere. Nikamwambia auntie, I pray to God that it iongezeke. Because the two extremes. There is, Eric Omondi is too much. That's the one extreme. And the other extreme is, Eric Omondi aliendanga?
oh yeah.
Eric Omondi aliendanga wapi?
Selva tusumba tu juzi.
You must say, now that one is the worst.
So it's usually intentional, whatever you do.
Very intentional.
Hakuna step umetake ukaona let me step back because that was a bit much.
As a human being, there are those moments you're like, hapo nimeenda sana. Wacha nirudi. But with Eric Omondi, anything is possible.
Can you give us a moment by the way like that? Because I really, like I'm among your friends, like I'm your personal friend. So sometimes I also get concerned. I'm like, Jesus.
Like which one concerned you?
Kwanza wewe mi kama mi zote honestly zote and then ukienda Twitter people are making tweets about you. I'm like, wow, my God, this is
People are making
tweets
about
you. It's okay, but yani hakuna yenye ishaiku.
what's the post?
I know, yeah, you repost them on your IG
All
as
of them.
well, but
All
Eric,
of them. All of them.
when you binadamu kali, you have a heart and blood and all that because you're too strong for life, I beg.
No, not that I'm too strong. I just understand my brand, understand the business in this generation. Neither bro. It's a business in this generation relies a lot on talkability. That's it.
So your circle, what's
Kama unaongea juu ya blue band, hiyo ndio inakulwa.
yeah,
Nugget.
yeah.
Product, brand, person.
Yeah.
If everyone's talking about Ruto or Raila, it's about numbers and talkability.
No, it's okay. As in, okay, what keeps you moving? Because kuna, of course, zile moments you're feeling low. Let's be honest, Eric. Don't act too strong here. We're all humans. We get to that moment here. Okay, I still want to do this. I still have the money and all that. It's still coming in.
I feel low. Ni saa zile nimeenda. Nimeweka sufuria ya maji, imeshachemka, nimeweka unga, nikaenda kuchukua nini gas inakatika.
Wow. So hakuna.
You see, I think ni Mungu tu because I'm human, but I'm really stressed.
So is it a circle of friends or what? Hey, it is a concern.
But if you twist it the other way around, sometime last year I was concerned. I'm really stressed by the pain because I strive so much to make people happy. Mungu amenibariki a lot of joy in my life. And then I've studied and gone through so much as an entertainer. I've understood the public public's role in my life. So I don't put into heart, like you said, I don't put into heart what people say. 14 years is a long time. I've graduated from the University of Kenyans. I've studied Kenyans as a course. I know what they'll say about this interview. I can preempt how Kenyans think. Kenyans, number one, don't like success. Like unaona vizezi Makena kwa hapa kutu sawa. Wanapenda hii ni success, but wapendangi they don't like mmoja wao kuenda. So they'll start hating. We've seen these cases with, now it's Flacco. Juzi tu hapa Flacco akiapia. Kwa Twitter wanasema Flacco, Omondi ameisha. Juzi sasa wanapiga Flacco. But it's kila akilia alikuwa anapendwa. Akaanza kutonyesha magari, anachukiwa. So I've studied, I went to the College of Kenyans and I've studied them as a course and I've passed. So now I elewa. So I know when I read this on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, they are my people, I know them. Hata nikitaka kuwafurahisha sasa nitawafurahisha. Nikitaka kuwakasirisha unajua. Nitamka tu kesho. Leo nataka kuwasirisha Wakenya. Nifanye nini? Najua kuwadunga. You see, and that is the power that an artist has. That's the power. You have the power to bring joy, yeah, to bring happiness, even to bring sadness. And sadness is not a bad thing. Like sometimes you can use sadness to bring people to their senses. Maybe there's something happening in the society that is not right. Yeah. So in the power God amepatia wasanii. And that's why mimi mwombenga wa Kenya, don't be boring. Use your power to be you are ni kama Mungu. God amekupatia hiyo, you can create from nothing.